all the new guys that we're just that are coming in right now. We're just trying to lace you guys up so you guys have better questions and Q&A. Q&A is what we all want to get to. I wish I could talk to each and every one of y'all. Just understand that we are going to have phone calls, free phone calls with everybody. But please hear what we have to say so you can have the right questions to ask before you do anything. Please. So
Yeah, guys. So,
let's go ahead and start.
a lot of you guys, like I said, you guys came off of just seeing us on Instagram, seeing us on YouTube. Maybe you guys saw an ad, but no, like the majority of everyone doesn't really understand what we're really offering to guys. So, in short, we're giving guys the opportunity to get into the oil and gas industry, the trucking sector, the water hauling sector of the oil and gas industry. And the reason why it's such an attractive thing for a lot of people, and the reason why we have so many people that are contacting us trying to get in here, is because the profit margins are just ridiculous, and how quickly you can see these profit margins are just on that same level. So,
And you look at the screen, you're saying as little as 30 days. I'm telling you, your first day driving to the 30-day mark, we've seen on average and more than that, people pulling in the $30,000-$40,000 month their first month. We're not talking about waiting no 5 years or 3 years later when you finally figure it out, like most over the road drivers. You don't see that out here. Out here, you see people get in the game, and then a year later they got 5 trucks. That's what we're
and
talking
on
about.
top of
An easy
that,
industry.
when we say 30 to 40 grand a month, we're not talking about gross. This isn't gross revenue. This is net after all expenses are paid for. Because if you guys are in the trucking industry, you guys know that people fall in love with that gross number real quick. They see $30,000, $40,000 a month gross. It ain't really that. Out here in this industry, when we say 30 to 40 grand, we mean net after expenses are calculated. I mean, we're grossing $60,000 at the end of the month. I just
Hey,
don't throw the gross on there just because it ain't important.
remember to start putting questions in there and getting ready. And even for some of you people that are coming on here to find out if this bullshit or not, whatever you think that might be shady, whatever those questions are, don't get worried about disrespecting me or nothing. I need you to get on there and I need you to ask all your questions so we can lay it all out right on the table right away.
Yeah, guys. So that's kind of like what we have going on. So, a really big important question that a lot of people might ask is like, why are we the type of people that should even be on here telling you guys any type of game?
Are
And
we credible?
yes, are we credible? I'll let you break
So
it down, partner. Yep, I gave
So
you the floor.
are we credible? 4.5 to 5 years ago, we came out to the oil field not knowing anything. We weren't truckers or anything like that. We're just regular rig hands, which is like the grocery bag boys of the oil field. And 4.5, 5 years later, now we're starting our fifth oil field business. Okay, we've got four running. We've started three in the last year. We've basically gone from company drivers to having over 30 trucks in the field. And why that sounds impressive, it might not be impressive in other industries, but when you guys do come out here, when you guys do touch the Scoria, you're going to see most everybody out here has been here for 15, 20 years, and not everybody's doing what we're doing. So obviously we figured out some type of formula that's everybody that has been born into it or their whole life has been trucking, and we have not. We came from South Florida, where we were in the beauty industry, if you would, barbering, things like that. We came out here, and that's how easy it is. But we're teaching like a different type of mentality that you just won't see out there. So that's
Yeah,
why we're
guys.
credible, is because we're the only ones that have been able to do what we're doing and to have the largest markets in North Dakota. It is insane because it's that easy.
Yeah, guys. We just to touch on the point what that my partner was talking about. We are the fastest growing water hauling company in the entire state. Everyone out here has been here for 15, 20, 25, 30 years. Companies passed down for generations. We're the only newcomers in this game. And what we figured out has allowed us to surpass everyone in the market. The first two
And we're
years was learning, but the first year we started our brokerage, we had $0 in revenue at the start of the year. Closed out our first year at 2.2 mil. Our second year, 4.6. This year, we're on route for $10 million
but
dollars at
we're
the end of the
just
year.
telling you guys this because we're not somebody that's still holding the steering wheel, and we're not somebody that's still driving for somebody else. And we're saying, hey, we're trying to get rich off some people with telling them how to just get in. No, we're telling you guys, if you, for the sharks, we're letting you know how you make millions. For the people that want to live comfortable or pay off some debt, we're showing you how you can do $500,000 gross in your first year. And we're showing you how you can actually put 250 to $300,000 in your pocket after expenses. We're just showing you all the different walks of life that you can do out here for super cheap because we're buying $15,000, $20,000 trucks. But yeah, I digress.
You know, so yeah, guys, we're gonna go through quite a lot today. But I think the most important start for
Oh,
you guys to Sorry, guys. The most important start for you guys to truly understand what this business is really understanding what is water hauling. So you guys, the majority of you guys are over the road, but trucking is trucking at the end of the day. So, when you haul freight, you're hauling loads from point A to point B. The only difference between water hauling and over the road when
Sorry,
it comes to
guys.
what we're hauling, what's up?
No. It froze. I'm not sure if it froze for
No,
everybody
no, you're
else.
good. You're good. You're good. But yeah,
Yeah.
the only difference between water hauling is freight. Instead of hauling cargo from point A to point B, we're hauling fluids from point A to point B. Instead of having the over the road type trailers, we have tankers. In order for so basically what we do is we go to one location, we hook up a hose, we turn on our pump, we pull the fluid out of a tank, and then from there we go to
No,
a
not yet. I don't know where she went.
But basically, like a
hey
shop vac,
guys,
guys.
if you guys could all if you guys could all just make sure you're on mute, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'm a
Basically like a shop vac, guys. If you ever sucked up anything or pushed anything out of a shop vac or you had something flood, that's basically what we are. And they pay us $2,000 a day to do it. And the reason why they want to pay us so much money to sit there and not burn fuel and just be there just in case and do these things is because with these operations, if they shut down, we're talking about 100,000 plus an hour just because we weren't present. That's why they pay us uneducated, felony-ridden dumb fucks this much money to just hold a steering wheel.
So yeah, guys. So that's the water hauling game in short. You're hauling fluid from point A to point B. You're turning on a pump. You're hooking up hoses. It ain't rocket science, guys. It's easy. It's easy work for the most part. You know. So but
And by
whatever.
the way, guys, I'm gonna tell you this right now. We all did this without this course or all these resources we're trying to give you guys and all this knowledge and our brain and our soul and all that shit. You don't need us. You can do this on your own. It is all out here for the fucking taking. We did it without it. Yeah, I had to go sleep in a Walmart parking lot for a week, but I really wanted it. It's dedication. That's it. You can do this without us. I just want to make that very clear. I ain't trying to shove shit down nobody's throat, but if you don't want to fumble as many times as most people do, and you want a shortcut, and you want to just go ahead and skip past the next 3 to 5 years, then that's where we come in.
That's it, guys. That's it. So, a big question a lot of people have, and remember, guys, we're going through questions that people have thrown us quite a bit of times through all the conversations we've had, just to get that out of the way. So the Q&A is that much more beneficial because we answered everything that you guys might have on your mind before we even got there. But a big question people have is, do you need oil field experience to start in the oil field? And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, no. When I first came out here, I had zero oil field experience. I never driven a truck in my life. This was my first CDL job. I didn't even know what a suspension was on a truck. I knew nothing about diesels. I came from the city of South Florida to a completely new market here in North Dakota with no experience, and like I was fine.
Gosh damn it.
So, so sorry, don't let anyone let you know, or not let you know, but don't let anyone tell you that you need oil field experience in order to get in here. That's one misconception I just want to clear up real quick. So, another big question is, what are the economics of a truck? All right, that's the main question everyone wants to know. How much can a truck generate? How much can a truck make? Later on, well, and I want to say this right now on YouTube, I got an amazing video where I literally break down the profits of a semi truck. I literally put out the what we bill out, the gross revenue, all the expenses associated, along with the total that we're making every day, along with what that looks like at the end of the month and end of the year. So that video is super detailed. I highly recommend that after this session, you guys go on YouTube, Oil Brick Road, to check that out. But in short, a truck bills 140 an hour on average. Okay, 140 an hour every single hour across a 14-hour period. Typically, that's a shift. Now, you can work a 12-hour period, you can work a 10-hour period. You could grind down and work 16, 18, 19 hours if you really want to be able to maximize and stack up money. But on average, 14 hours a day, and we're coming out with like around $2,000 a day. 1960 is the number. So 1960 a day, whip out your calculator, do the math, multiply that by 30 days out of the month, and you got your gross revenue right there.
Yeah, but what's great about this business is that you'll be able to sit on locations. Like we got a few trucks now that are just sitting on locations and they're going to be there for the next 3 or 4 days. So they're pulling in gross revenue about $4,000 every 24 hours. I mean, and they're only burning $150 a day in fuel. That's the big
Well,
difference
I
with
don't know.
other
It's locked
transport
in.
companies.
Motherfucker.
That's the difference with other transport companies. You get paid by mile, you get paid by tonnage, you get paid. We're talking about hourly. That's not seasonal. That's 24 fucking 7. That's the
Yes.
difference.
Well, yeah. That brings up like a really important point, guys. A big reason why our margins are so much higher here is because one major reason is the type of work that we do isn't over the road. We're not hauling hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles. We work within a 20 to 30 out, well, typically a 40 to 50-mile radius is where we work. And half the day the truck is sitting idling, either loading or offloading. I mean, you guys see price of fuel right now, right? Last like our average for trucks for a 7 day period, dog, I'm burning like $1,000 to $1,500 a week in fuel at today's fuel prices, which is fucking crazy. To make 1960 in a day and only 200 of that 1960 is burned in fuel is crazy, especially in today's market with fuel prices being where they're at. So
And that's only
that's
one of
why
the
we're
thing. That's only one of the things in this market that you save so much money on. You don't even understand when it comes to regulations, when it comes to like everything else to break down the types of truck. I mean, everything about this market, for whatever reason, it's just designed for us to keep hauling because these multi-billion-dollar oil companies, when they come in and start punching holes, they don't want problems. They don't want to be choked out. That over-the-road market, that's already choked out and so political, and they're coming in 3 fucking years. There's about 70% of you that are fucked. You're going to get replaced by those electronic AI, whatever. They can't do that out here. They cannot.
yeah, guys. So one thing I do want to make very clear, and it's very important that everyone truly understands this. You know, a big thing that a lot of people do is they see the money out here. They see, damn, I can make $60,000 a month gross, and I can multiply that. I could get 5 trucks running and make $300,000 a month gross revenue in my pocket. And it's really cool to see those numbers, but understand that this is a build your business. It's not like you just come out here and then boom, flooded with cash. Like no, like there's work that needs to be done. There's phone calls that need to be made. There's paperwork that needs to be filled out. There's a business to actually build. So I just want everyone to understand and have that understanding that this isn't some crypto pump where you just throw $200,000 in the market and you get $10 million back within 30 seconds.
Yeah, but at
So
the same
it,
time to be able to, but at the same time to be able to profit $30,000 to $40,000 in your pocket a month, you're gonna have to have either $30 million worth of real estate, a fucking $10 million jet, or you're gonna have to have a really badass restaurant that's worth millions of dollars in prime location in the city. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is by yourself. You're profiting this. We're not talking about having a fleet of 30, 40 people. Like if you're a pressure washer business, to be able to profit this, you'd have to have 30 people, bro. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. Any of you in the chat, tell me I'm wrong.
yes. So and when I say this isn't a get rich quick, when I say quick, I mean it ain't gonna happen within a week. But it is crazy how fast you can move out here. Like literally, like within 30 days, you could be your own owner operator that's like profiting yourself that 20 to 30K a month. And then within 2 to 3 months, you could already start hiring your drivers and building your fleet that's gonna profit you $10,000 per unit. ten thousand
But
dollars
it's
a month per driver after expenses. So it's quick
but
how quick we can move, but it takes effort.
it's different for a lot of you. Some of you already have trucks that are over the road. You're in a different like system. You know, some of you are just now brand new CDO. I mean, it's a little bit different walk of life, but from brand new CDO to like not knowing nothing, we've already put people in there within 30 to 60 days. Like they're in there. Like after driving for somebody, figuring it out, we're sitting there holding their hand. In 60 days, they're already paying off bills. So that's the timeline because a lot of you want to know what is the real timeline. Now, if you already have your own fleet of trucks, I want to let you know, yeah, with the resources and the knowledge that I've been giving you guys and all the contacts and all the mechanic shops and basically the mentality, how you do everything, we already have people that are in like Idaho or like Forbes. Forbes has 5 trucks with us. We don't even know him. I don't meet that motherfucker. I've been dealing with him for 2 years. Yeah, you can have a hands-off business, but it's smart and advantageous for you. If you're a lazy motherfucker, that's different, but it's advantageous for you to come out here and to feel it and see it. How are you going to try to own a football team, but you never put on a day in your life? You're out your fucking mind.
Sure, guys. Like I said, it ain't no get rich quick scheme. You got to build this business, not important. So one thing, a lot of new people join this chat. So I just want to make sure that everyone is being active in the chat. Like I said, we're going to be quick with it, but at the same time, I don't want anyone to lose their questions or lose their thought because I want Q&A to be as streamlined as possible, and I want to have that list of questions right there ready to start knocking it out. So if
We're
you
just
guys
trying
like
to help
throughout
you
this
not waste
entire
your time.
presentation, the most important part is Q&A, but we got to educate everyone before we get to that part. But yes, please list your questions in the chat. It's very important so we can just get through everything like a fucking machine gun.
Why is the bath on?
So yeah, guys, 1 second. Sorry about that. But so yes, I talked about the economics of a truck earlier. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more of a breakdown of what that looks like when it comes to like the profit margin. So I'm not gonna break down every single expense because like that's gonna take a long time, and it's in my YouTube channel if you guys really want to see it. But on average, we're doing 1960 a day, all expenses associated. And this isn't me fucking greasing profits either. This isn't like the lowest number, and this isn't like the highest number. This is like a mid range of like an average you could see. But on average, you're gonna do about 1960 a day. Okay. And around $800 of that is gonna go to expenses. And then what we actually see like net return driving your own truck as a single owner operator, you're gonna profit yourself in that 14-hour period around $1,000 a day. The real number is 1,066, but $1,000 a day. So you do that 7 days in a week, you're talking about 7 racks a month profit, $30,000 a month profit if you're doing it every single day. So that's kind of like the economics of the truck. And then now I'm going to show you guys what it looks like actually building a fleet. So when you're actually building your fleet, okay, so I told you guys the economic, like the profit margins when it comes to as a single owner operator. And now I'll tell you after you pay out your driver. So typically we're going to be paying our drivers 30%. So out of that 1960,
And
it's
this
like
is the
500
people
bucks.
that want to build. This is the people that want to build your fleet. These are for the sharks and shit. You want to see what $1 million looks like at the end of the year? Have 8 trucks in the fucking oil field, like cash in your fucking bank account. This is
Cash
what
flow,
he's talking about.
net. This is what I'm talking about right here. So on average, you're going to see around 10,000. Like I said, go on my YouTube video to see the actual breakdown. But you're going to see $10,000 a month in profits after the driver's paid out and all the expenses associated. So let's say you got 5 drivers on the road running on a consistent basis. You could be sitting at the couch doing all this shit from your phone in your hometown and still make your $50,000 a month, $600,000 a year with your 5 trucks running in North Dakota. So that's what the economics, and that's the possibility when it comes to building a business and how much money you can really make out here.
So I'm gonna tell you guys, listen, man. A lot of you guys, you're doing something that you feel like is purposeful. Yeah, I understand. The main thing that we know, a man is only as purposed as his resources and shit. I'm telling you right now, like, and some of you are probably wondering, well, if you guys made all this money, if you're doing so well, if you got all these businesses, why are you guys still in the oil field? And I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm trying to do whatever the oil field will allow me because there's no fucking ceilings. Why am I? If I still have fight in this dog, why am I going to walk away? So, because some of you think, oh man, he's going to have a 7 million, $10 million year. I wouldn't work for that. I wouldn't work after that. I'm a little bit different. When I have kids and grandkids and things like that, every time they get married, I want to be able to buy them a home. I want to be able to do the biblical sense in passing on what I want to give to my generations. Yes, some of you want to come out here and you just want to pay off some debt. I've had some people come out here just to pay off their debt and they dip out because -40 and working hard is not their thing, and they don't want to grow a business and they don't want to babysit. And they don't want to have the 27 to 200 phone calls a day and all that. That's fine. But I'm talking to the sharks right now. I am a person with 8 felonies. I've been in retarded classes most of my life. I've been in and out of jail 10 times, and I've been to prison. I am not somebody that should be here. What I found about an oil field is, like, it doesn't matter what your background is or your education level, because I barely graduated high school. I was in 11th grade when I graduated, and I graduated from jail. What I love about the oil field is that people with tattoos, no fingers, no teeth, I mean, even the broken English, there's people out here doing this without licenses. They hop the fucking border and they're doing this and they don't even speak fucking English. That's how easy it is. You're a man that speaks English and you're a citizen. Holy shit. You're actually qualified. It is nuts. And that's what we're trying to tell people, like, hey, look, man, I think we figured something out because I've been scraping the internet to find out something. I even saw that waste management guy and I saw his numbers and I think he's fucking awesome and I think he is changing lives, but the numbers don't make sense to me. We've done all these courses on Airbnb, Turo, all these different things, flipping land options. Bro, the amount of squeeze that we do out here for the amount of juice we get, I haven't found elsewhere. I'm not saying I'm the most educated person in the world, but I've been trying to figure out what can I do with all my money to make more money rather than keep sticking it in the fucking oil field because the oil field's giving me 800% returns. When I got drivers and shit, 300% returns. When I'm renting all these trailers out to people, basically 300% returns. Like, I don't know where to get it. So that's all I'm trying to teach people is like, look, man, if you're having a rough time, if your fucking parents want to lie about you, if your baby mama doesn't like you, if you can barely figure out your bills, all I'm saying is cut your losses and come out here and try it. Remember, I told you, you don't need me though. You can come do it yourself, but come gain your manhood again and come find purpose where you're actually rewarded. I really believe that. When I watch the movies, Gladiator and 300 and Troy and all that shit, I know it's cliche to say, but we all feel something when we watch those superhero movies. For some fucking reason now, I went from methed out 6.5 years ago to everybody lying about where I'm at to now everybody wanting me around. For my family to be calling me, wow, you're doing great. It's so nice to know that they're all proud. And if I died, they didn't have that image of me. I'm speaking to those people. All right. If you're doing well and you're just looking at a business endeavor, yeah, damn, it's fucking great. But if you're looking to truly change your life and have everybody around you, their lives change too, I'm not saying money's everything, but fuck, does money solve a lot of problems? If my kid's lung collapses, I ain't worried. I'll buy another one. This is the first time in my life that I've been able to say something. And I do want to say this: when you guys come out here, a lot of you don't even know how to manage $500 a week. You're going to be making $15,000 to $80,000 a week. For some of you, you need to learn how to manage your money because it doesn't matter if you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. You'll burn through that just as fucking fast as you'll burn through $200 a week. I'm telling you, you better get your shit in check and don't let your family blow all your money. So in 5 fucking years later, you're like, damn, I could have had a few million in the S&P 500 getting paid out $30,000 a month for the rest of our lives. I just wanted to say that. You guys need to put that in perspective. Yes, sir. Tell me. Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. All right, guys. So I also want to break down a few because a lot of you guys are coming from the over-the-road market, and you guys have to understand that over the road and the majority of all local driving is 100% different than the oil field. The oil field, it's basically it's its own market, and it's not subject to any of the DOT or any of the typical if the regulations that the majority of hauling markets are in. So yeah, we already talked about not needing oil field experience to be able to get in this business. I also want to touch on a really important point. A lot of guys they think that in order to get into the water hauling, just not the water hauling, but the trucking market period, you need $100,000 truck, you need a 50 or 60,000, you need all this capital in order to put towards a truck. And I'm telling you guys, that's not the truth. On that, like the best trucks that run here in the oil field are the $10,000 to $20,000 farm trucks. That 2001 Freightliner Classic will run circles around all the Peterbilts out here. So I just want to give you guys that game real quick. When you guys do decide to come out to the oil field, do not get yourself a brand new truck. It'll fuck you guys 100%. You guys want to stick to that price range of $20,000 to $25,000. You want to have that pre-2012 type of truck that doesn't have the all that electrical and it doesn't have the emissions, and you guys are good to go. Also, you don't need a guy because like the oil field, it seems well, it is a very difficult market to get into. And the only reason that I put that you don't need a guy to get in, I didn't have someone to get in this industry. I really tried hard in order to finally get my foot in the door, but it is a lot easier when you have a way in. It is way easier and it'll shave years off your learning curve if you do have that guidance in. And not just that, you know, this game is a owner operator game. It's not like you need to have 20 trucks to get started. It's not like you got to have 50 trucks to get. You don't even. You could literally be a company driver when you first start, and then become a single owner operator, and then you're off to the races. Because when you hear oil, when you hear all these oil companies like dealing with oil companies, in your mind you're thinking like, man, that's like Walmart level. That's like having a fleet of 20, 30, 40, 100 trucks. How the fuck am I gonna get into a business to deal with an oil company when I'm just a single owner operator? And I'm letting you guys know that that's not the case. All right. Everyone starts from the bottom and everyone starts as a driver or everyone starts as a single owner operator without a fleet. That's just how the game goes. That's just how the game goes, guys. Not just that. Also want to say, you guys don't need to be rich to get in this game. Okay. When I first started in this business, I didn't have a dollar to my name. Literally, I did not have a dollar to my name to get in here. I came out to the oil field. I got a job. I started grinding out. I saved up my money. And I'll say this, oil field jobs pay a fuck ton of money. You don't just have to be an owner operator in order to make that 20 to 30. I mean, to make that type of money, yes. But even like for example, my company drivers, they're doing $4,000 to $5,000 a week driving for me. Like as my driver, not owning the truck, they're doing about $16,000 to $20,000 a month, 1099. All right, you could be a workover rig hand, fallback hand, frac crew, like these entry level positions. The bottom of the barrel, the people that are making the less, like the bag boys of the Bakken, they're making at least $6,000 or $7,000 a month. That's like entry level, doesn't know a fuck thing about the game, not driving a truck, doesn't have a CDL. They're still making $70,000 to $80,000 a year starting. So yeah, guys, if you guys don't have like all the bread saved up to be able to get your first truck, don't worry, because once you get into this game, it's a quick process on how quickly you can stack up to get to the position you want to be in, how quickly you pay off debt, and how quickly you can start making moves. So I do want to say that. Listen, man, if you're not rich, if you don't have $50,000 to throw at a truck real quick, don't worry, because I did. So when I talked about what the water hauling game is, I talked about like the actual the job itself. So now I'm gonna break down what the business looks like. Because like you guys have to understand what the business looks on the day-to-day perspective, but you guys have to also understand what the overview of the market is. So at the very top, you have the oil company, okay? Sorry about that. At the very top, you have the oil company. So the oil companies, they have different operations that they do throughout the oil field. Throughout these operations, they need fluids hauled in, fluids hauled out. That's what we're doing as truckers. We're hauling fluid in, hauling fluid out. But in order to be able to work for these oil companies, you have to be an approved vendor. 99% of the people in the Bakken are not approved vendors. But the approved vendor, this is the person with the direct master service agreement. The majority of people are going to be subcontractors, owner operators. You guys will be subbed up under these approved vendors. The oil company calls them up for a job. The water hauling company calls you to take care of the job. You go ahead and take care of the job. They bill the invoice. The oil company pays the trucking company, and then the trucking company pays you guys, the subcontractor. All right, I already broke down what the profits are. I already broke down what the margins are, so you guys know what the numbers are. But yes, $20,000 to $30,000 as a single owner operator, and if you start growing your fleet, $10,000 a month per driver. You get the 5 drivers, 50 grand a month. You get a 10 drivers, 100 racks a month, and it's true. It's fucking true. Not that easy. You definitely got to grind for it. You got to pound the pavement. You got to build your relationships. You got to make those phone calls. But at the same time, if you guys are the type of people that are sitting here saying like, "Oh, man, I got to make phone calls for 100 racks a month," miss me. This isn't the business for you. I'm sorry. So yeah, guys, that's how the game really works. So we also talked about quite a few things. You know, we talked about all the things you don't need, and I want you guys to remember, we are not like most hauling markets. In this business, it's not DOT regulated. We're all local drivers. So all that DOT law, throw it out the window. We don't have to, like, it's not like we're getting all these inspections on the trucks. It's not like we're passing by weigh stations and having to get our truck 100% ran through. That's why the $20,000 to $25,000 farm trucks work out here. And that's why we save so much money, because we don't have to invest so much money in our equipment. You guys understand, like, you know, there are times where you have an airline. It's good. The airline's good. The airbag's good. But for a DOT officer, he wants it brand new. So, like, he's going to pop you going down the road, going to pull you over, put you out of commission for something that might not have to be changed for another 3 to 6 months. That's a big reason why we save so much money out here. So we're not subject to DOT law. All right, we don't run e-logs, which is a really big deal, because you guys understand when it comes to e-log. 1 second. You guys understand when it comes to e-logs, and you're only able to work X amount of hours every single month or every single week, it really limits the check. I mean, out here, I put in 20-hour shifts. I put in 24-hour. My longest shift, I clocked out at 47 hours, and I made about 6 racks for that 47. To be able to make $6,000 within a 2 to 3 day period, because I was just running that hard, is incredible. And the reason is because we don't have those e-logs that hold us back. We're able to work as much as possible, and that's why we're able to get so far. Because what the average with the average truck driver can work in a week, we're doing about double that. So therefore, our timelines are shrunken. So it's something that would take an average business 6 months, we're achieving in 3 months. Something that takes the average business 2 years, we're achieving in 1. So like the e-logs is a really big thing. So yeah, we're not subject to DOT log, no e-logs. We don't have to have emissions on our truck. So therefore, we're not dealing with death and all that bullshit. You know, you don't have to have your hazmat. That's a really big deal. A lot of you guys are thinking like, well, I got to get my hazmat. You guys do not need your hazmat. All right, we're hauling production water. We're not hauling oil. Oil is hazmat. So that's just important for you guys to really understand that there's a lot of things that most over-the-road hauling needs that we're not subject to. So yeah, to make it an easier concept to understand, because I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of guys, and the one like a number one question that usually comes up is what will the timeline look like? What will it look like from the day I start embarking on this journey, and how long will it take me to get to the point where I'm a single owner operator? How long will it take me to the point where I get my first truck on? And how long will it take me to be able to get to the point where this is somewhat of an automated system? So it's breaking down into a couple steps, all right? So the first step, oh, sorry. So these are the 3 steps right here. All right. I got them laying out your foundation, customer acquisition, and growth. So basically, laying out the foundation would be the training wheels of your business. This is when you start to get everything together. So, you get a job out here, you learn the business for a couple weeks because you don't want to start off as an owner operator and learn on your own with your own equipment. You want to learn as a driver. So you get a job out here, you become a driver, you stack up the money that you need to be able to get your first truck. And then from there, you get your truck, trailer, hoses, fittings, your insurance, your permits. And then from there, that's kind of like basically laying out the business foundation. That's really all you need, guys. It's not like you need all this shit. It's literally truck, trailer, hoses, fittings, insurance, a couple permits, and then the relationships with the people that you need to have in business. And then that's laying out the foundation. Okay? How long will this take? Now remember, this is 100% dependent on how quickly you move. I can't say it's going to take a month and you're the type of person that it takes 3 weeks just to pick up the phone and start calling people. But let's say you're really getting it. If you have the money to have a truck and you don't got to save up money, you could get that first step. You can get all the way from being out of the game to getting your first truck and getting 100% ready to go within 30 days if you got the money. Now, if you have to save up the money and you have to work in an oil field job, you could do this to 3 to 5 months. And it's not just about having money. It's about having credit too. Because like, let's say, you might not have all the money on hand, but if you go to the bank, get a bank loan for, I don't know, 20, 30 grand, your payments are going to be a few $100s a month for a 5-year period. Then you get that money, and then within the first couple hours of you working, that loan's paid off, and you're already rolling. So, but what I'm saying is, if you have the ability to get a truck, whether it's through cash or financing, yes, within a month or two, you could be done with this first step of getting your foundation laid. And then let's say you got to save up the money. I'd say 3, 5, longest 6 months if you got to save up that money to be able to get your setup. Step 2, this is once you get your truck. So your truck is 100% ready to go. You already know how to drive. You know everything about like the hauling part of the business. The next step will be customer acquisition. All right, this will just be when you're calling all the companies in the Bakken, getting leased on, getting the leasing package, starting to build relationships with the dispatchers, starting to talk to the truck bosses, and starting to build your reputation in the field. This doesn't take fucking years to do either, guys. The first step was a month. You guys could knock this out and contact everyone in the Bakken within 2 to 3 weeks and get leased on. So for your first month, you spent getting your truck. After your first month, you spent the next couple of weeks making your phone calls. And then and these trucking companies are going to start spitting you off work and to start working. I'll get to that here in a second.
Yeah,
So
and guys,
you're
please, if you could, also, I hope this doesn't sound redundant. We're really trying to give you everything possible so you understand what you're doing. I know that can be boring. A lot of this shit is like, what the fuck? But do you want a million or not?
well,
That's the
success is
point.
boring. Success isn't fun. It's boring. It's doing the same shit over and over and over and over and
Like
over
while
again.
my partner is sitting here yapping, I'm like, yeah. All right, fuck, man, this is fucking taking forever. I know you don't want to get to Q&A and stuff, but we're trying to weed out all the people that realize, like, look, man, this is a business. Yeah, it's fucking easy, no shit. And you do make a lot of
Yes.
money, great. But you understand that there's a lot of steps. If I told you to go clean the house, to us, I know what to do to go clean the house. But if you broke it down to an alien that didn't know what the fuck that even meant, it wouldn't seem like a lot to him. For us, it's like riding a bike. It's nothing. For us to have fucking 10 trucks out there is snapping my fingers. I get over 200 phone calls a day. And out of 200 of those, it's like 20 to 25 jobs. We're talking about 5,000 to 6,000 jobs a year that come in just because we're doing what we're telling you to do. That's it. We're doing what we're telling you to do, so there's no reason you can't fucking do it.
Yeah, so,
All right, sorry.
but yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're chilling, though. You're chilling. I didn't pick up as soon as you left off. But yeah, we're towards the end, by the way. All right, we're towards the end. We're almost through this shit. We're gonna get to Q&A here in a second. Just bear with us for a little bit more. All right, if you guys already know this, thank you for sticking through to the end. But I gotta let everyone know for the guys that don't know. So yeah, so customer acquisition, already got that done a month and a half later. Now we're going to talk about growth. So, once you become an owner operator, you lease on all the companies in the Bakken, you're about a month and a half in. Within 2 months of this month and a half, you guys should be hiring your first driver. And then from there, if you really want to be aggressive, you guys could realistically hire, depending on how aggressive you are, how hard you're working. But you guys could easily do a driver every 2 months. To get to that 5 trucks, I mean, you're talking about from start to finish. You guys could get in this business, get your first truck, get hired on, start building your relationships, start building your reputation, and then within 1 year of that first day of starting here in the oil field, you could be an owner operator with 5 trucks rolling, not even driving anymore, dispatching from the phone, and generating your $600,000 a year. Is that doable? Now, whether you guys do it or not, that's on you. But the market's out here. I'll tell you guys this. For the longest amount of time, me and my partner, we've been brokers. Okay, we didn't own any of the equipment ourselves. We made millions and millions and millions of dollars
Gross
getting
revenue,
jobs,
not in our
yes,
pocket.
in gross revenue, getting jobs from oil companies, and then just dispatching drivers that had their own
These
equipment.
these dumbass oil companies don't even fucking know we're operating out of a damn kitchen. They think we got an office of 25 people. We're using some person in the Philippines and a fucking AI. They're so dumb out here, and you basically
So,
write your own invoices. It's
but I had a
insane.
point. I had a point. I had a point.
Okay.
So just a month ago, it was a month and a half, 2 months ago. Within the 2 month period, we looked at each other. Fuck it. Do you want to start hiring drivers again? We got bored. Want to make some more money. Let's boost our profit margin. Let's start hiring
Well, I
drivers.
mean, the oil field we
Within
already see is about to boom. So I'm like, hey man, we might as well capitalize on this.
within 2 months, we're already at 6 drivers in the field, along with all of our owner operators. Like that's how quick it is. We didn't have any drivers rolling of our own, and within 2 months, we're already profiting an extra $50,000 or $60,000 a month. Like
By the
so,
way,
if
go
you
on
know,
our Instagram and see the pay stubs, bro. They're
oh yeah,
stupid.
yeah,
You
yeah,
you
yeah,
hear
yeah.
our verbiage? I ain't educated, homie. And most of y'all, I'm gonna let you know, most of y'all have been doing this for 5, 10, 15 years. Most of y'all know way more about trucking than we do. All we did was got lucky and we landed in a spot where dumb motherfuckers like us can just come up so hard and so quick without any
Oh yeah, yeah.
education.
No, that's a good point, man. Because yeah, a lot of you guys don't even know we have an IG. On IG, go on Instagram, Oil Brick Road. I got 2 stories. I literally post all of our deposits. You go on there, you'll see all the
Every
fucking
day.
checks coming through. All the checks going through. I post all my deposits. I text all my conversation with my drivers, telling them how much they're making for the week. Hey, gross revenue 15 grand. You're cut 5 racks. And the conversations about it. All right. Not just that. You go on our YouTube channel. I got like 45, 50 minutes of me just calling people up on the phone that are here in the oil field. And it's just like a slick conversation. Not even telling them. Not even telling them what it is. It's just like, hey man, how's it going, man? Hey, quick question. And you guys hear it. Hey, quick question. What do you think like the best month you've done in the oil field is? And they're looking at, I don't know, like 100 grand.
Dog,
Like you
what's her
could
name?
tell.
What's her name? Did 2 million in 1 month? Like, listen to that woman talk, bro. She did 2 million in 1 month. A
So
chick.
yeah,
I'm not trying
guys.
to beat down on no women and shit and sexism and stuff, but bro, that's how fucking easy it is. All right, I know that's fucked up to say, but we all know in a man's market, it's hard for women to maneuver. And that woman did
So
two
yes.
fucking million in 1 month, dog.
So like I said, man, on my IG page, Old Brick Road, check out the deposits. On my YouTube channel, Old Brick Road, check out the testimonies and all the other videos that we have posted because it's a lot of important game on there. So a lot of you guys, so we've talked to a lot of people. Talked to a lot of people, like I said. And a big question is, it's like, listen, man, like, I'm down to grind out. I'm down to go out there. I'm down to put in the work that it takes, but I don't want to be there my entire life. I don't want this to be my life. I want to get in. I want to make my money. I want to build my business, and I want to be able to get out and enjoy my time and live my life. And guys, I'm telling you, I don't even drive. I don't drive anymore. I don't even remember the last time I driven a truck, and I have a trucking company. But owner operators, we have a lot of owner operators that run for us. I talk to them maybe twice a year. I talk to all their drivers. So the system can get so refined that it's literally like, you own the company. You have everything set up already. The drivers know the dispatchers to call. You give all the drivers a fleet card. You tell the drivers which mechanic shops to go to, and they literally dispatch themselves. They take care. They take the trucks to the mechanic shop. They get the shit fixed that they need. They go to the fuel station. They fill up when they need to fill up. And then literally your only job from there is just maintaining the relationships with all the brokers. And on top of that, making sure that there's money in the bank to make sure to pay your guys, pay for fuel, pay for maintenance.
And make
There's
sure
literally
you pay
guys that
those
I don't
mechanics.
fucking talk
You
to.
you need to make sure to pay your mechanics on time, bro. Too many people out here, bro, for whatever reason, they get so freaking greedy and they forget about the people who are keeping them running. And then those mechanics stop fucking with them. And there's only so many in the Bakken, bro. It's a close-knit community. And like that WhatsApp group that I told you guys about, that we're gonna enter you guys in with 530 trucking companies and truckers and shit like that. Like, bro, we all talk now. If you're gonna be a dead, lazy ass motherfucker, bro, the market's gonna kick you out. If you ain't paying your bills and you try to go up on that WhatsApp group because you broke down at 2 in the morning and you need somebody to do a quick fix and you don't pay your bills, they're gonna say, "Hey man, watch out for this motherfucker. You don't pay his bills." So you got to think about that. Be an honest man and understand that character counts out here. Now that we're connecting the whole Bakken together, so it's very important for you guys to know that. That's the number one thing, bro. Pay your fucking bills. We have over 40 tankers out there, and we're owed out 60 fucking grand because some of these dumb motherfuckers, bro, don't want to pay us because they're being stupid with their fucking money, bro. They're little petty ass bastards. Now
Yeah,
I'll
and you know
wait.
what we do, dog?
I'll wait.
We fucking go there. We take the tanker back. You guys, if you guys burn bridges here in the Bakken, I'm just letting you know. If you guys burn bridges, there's only so many bridges you could go over. There's only so many mechanic shops. There's only so many brokers. So you guys have to understand when you're moving out here, like every decision you make is important. Every conversation you have is important because it could literally be the difference between not running and your 60 racks a month in gross revenue.
And
Between
and,
your
and me
driver shitting, go for it. No, no, no,
and
go
me and
for
my
it.
partner, we got like fired like I don't know, probably 5 times in our first year and a
Yeah,
half
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
we were
bro.
fucking up.
You get
And
fired for
that
shit
first
that you
year
don't
and a
even know.
half fucked us up because people from like across the Bakken, 200 miles away, were talking about it, and people weren't wanting to fuck with us because we're so brand new and we didn't have like no mentors or anybody telling us the game. We didn't understand what was going on, but it really fucked us up because people were like, "Hey, man, we heard about you. We heard about you." I'm not trying to deter anybody. But like I said, man, as long as you watch your P's and Q's and you act and move as if somebody's watching you 24/7 like you're on a reality TV show, then you're all right. We didn't know what the fuck we're doing. And that's kind of like what the course is too, man, to help you guys not do that. Because a lot of people do just that because they don't understand that that little spill that they made could cost them their job and their livelihood. It's stupid shit like that. So
See,
go ahead.
hey guys, this is important. So, yeah, guys, like we said, everyone could do this on their own. All right. But obviously, we're here to make money. All right. We're not putting this information out here like 100% for free. Like I said, we got a bunch of shit on YouTube that's free content. You guys can go on YouTube, get all that game. You guys have an idea. You guys come out here, figure it out on your own, and start making this money. But at the same time, if you guys want training wheels, if you want someone to guide you through the way, if you want someone to really prop you up and get you to the point where you're making the money that we're talking about, yes, we do have something that we're selling. And I'm going to tell you guys what it is right now because it is valuable. It's super valuable. So this is what we're doing. This is all
Hey,
the
turn
this
up your volume because I can barely hear you.
oh yeah, 1 second. 1 second. Yo, just take it over for a second.
Sorry, yeah, we need some water, man.
Yeah, just give me one minute, guys.
All right, I can speak now. All right, so this is everything that we're showing you guys, just so you have a kind of an idea. Remember, a lot of people have came out here just off of YouTube videos alone, and they're making it. That's fine. But if you want a shortcut, or you want like basically someone to be able to hold your hand, we do enter you in a WhatsApp group with the 530 trucking companies
Yo,
and all the truckers and everybody that talks and stuff. And we enter you
yo,
into a WhatsApp group where we're all together. So that hey, what's up?
can you hear me now? Sorry about I was fixing
Yeah,
my
yeah,
audio.
yeah. Go for it.
All right,
Go for
guys.
it.
So
You know how
yeah.
it
So this
is.
is what we have going on. All right. So in short, we have a course. All right. We have 12 hours of footage where it's literally just like us breaking down. And just to let you guys know, everything that we've talked about today ain't game. This is in no shape or way an informative talk where we're really breaking down what you need to know for the wolf. We are literally just scratching the tip of the iceberg. So it's literally 12 hours of footage of us lacing you up on every single little thing you need to know in order to be successful out here because there is a lot of shit you need to know. And there are a lot of mistakes that could cost people hundreds of thousands of dollars. And not just that, get them exiled from an opportunity that could have made them millions.
Yeah, but what do you say? Hey, hold on. What do you say about the people that don't even fucking speak English, that don't know a fucking thing, and they're retarded? How
I
are you
mean,
going to
yeah,
tell these people?
I already said that you could do this on your own, dog.
Yeah, well, I'm
But
just letting you
did
know,
I
man.
lie? Did I
No.
fucking lie? Are there
No,
not
you didn't
mistakes you
fucking
can make
lie,
that'll
but
cost you hundreds of
we're just
thousands of
saying, like,
dollars?
listen, man, you can come out here and just do well. We're trying to tell you how to become millionaires. Millionaires out here. That's a different bracket than just doing a couple 100,000 a year. Everybody,
Yeah.
we run circles around these fuckers because of what we've learned. And we're not just teaching you how to do well, we're teaching you how we do well. It's a big difference in how to do well.
So yeah, guys, 12 hours of footage getting you from not being in the game to getting in the oil field to becoming an owner operator, building your fleet, and then exiting within the entire system you need from start to finish. 12 hours of footage. Every single industry contact that we have, you're talking about a list of over 500 contacts. You're talking about every single customer and vendor that you need. So it's not like you're gonna have to go online and start like, who do I call? Who do I lease on to? What mechanic shops do I use? What factoring company do I use? What
What
accountant
type
do I
of truck
use?
do we buy?
What type of truck do I buy? You know, how do I hire drive? Like literally every single contact to every single person you need to know in the Bakken is in this list. And these are contacts you can't find anywhere on the internet. Can't find anywhere. This is literally from the roots. The only way you can get these numbers and get these contacts and get these relationships is boots on the ground. And for the successful men that me and my partner are, it still took us 5 years of grinding to build this contact list. So right there, that's some massive value. Not just that, I'm talking about the full equipment list that you need because there's a lot of shit you need, guys. All right, you're talking about truck, trailer, hoses, fittings. I mean, you're talking about over 50 different fittings that you need when it comes to 4-inch, 3-inch, 2-inch, wedges, male to female, female to male. There's a lot of shit that you need there. And if you're just missing one of those items, you could potentially go to a job site. The company man looks at you, hey, hook up to this wellhead, start pulling displacement. You look at him and say, well, I don't have that 2-inch threaded. And then he looks at you like, why the fuck are you here right now? Get off my location when that company man could have been a $30,000 client within 2 weeks.
Crazy, right?
So yes, the checklist of every single little thing you need. All right, 1 second. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Participants. Oh yeah. My bad. I was looking for the little mute button. But yeah. Where was I? Step-by-step action plan. So it's very hard to digest 12 hours of footage because I don't want you to be in a position where at the very end of everything you are like, all right, fuck, that was a lot of information, that was a lot of shit. Like, what do I do now? Like, how do I implement this process? So no, I have like literally like, first do this, first do that. All right, you got your truck. These are the people you call. This is how you talk to them. This is what you do here. It's literally step by step from not being in this game to building a fleet, everything in between. So you get the 12 hours of footage along with the text of like typed out step by step checklist. We also have a few networking groups. Okay, we've created like multiple groups, so it's a total of 3. It's Bakken Load Board. We have the Old Brick Road chat, and then we also have the it's a second Bakken Load Board. Second Bakken Load Board. So the one Bakken Load Board, it's basically 500 members, and what this is, it's an underground networking group of everyone in our contact list. So literally, it's like it's a chat where no matter what you need in the Bakken, you could get it. I was in a position where like I had a truck that was broken down in the field. It was 2 in the morning. My mechanic was on date night with his wife, and I was like, "Fuck, dog, what do I do?" I literally threw it in that chat. Hey, I got a Lovejoy out in North Wilson right now. Can anyone help me? Within 2 minutes, I had a mechanic that hit me up, said, "Hey, I'm in the area, on my way." Within an hour and a half, my truck that was broken down on location was fixed up and ready to go. You find trucks on there, tires for the low, fittings for the low, tools for the low. You find drivers on there, like literally like anything that you need in the Bakken. That's what this networking group is. It's basically connecting all the individuals in this space. So that's one of the groups. Second group is basically our direct line. So everyone that kind of like is part of this program, a part of this Old Brick Road, we have them in a personalized WhatsApp group so you guys can be in constant communication with us. It's not like I'm just trying to fucking sell you guys something and I'm like, all right, peace. I don't want to talk to you guys again. No, like we literally have a chat where you guys can contact us directly and talk to us on a consistent basis. Any question that you have, we'll be there every step of the way. So that's what that chat is. And then the other chat would be like our personalized load board. So we post all of our jobs on this chat. Like for example, like let's say, you know, I need 2 trucks in North Williston for a 14-hour day. It's going to be 140 an hour. We're going to be hauling fluid from location to location. I'll literally text it in that WhatsApp group. And then the first people to hit me up are the first people that are throwing that job. So literally, bro, not only am I giving you the entire network along with the access to us, but on top of that, access to our jobs where literally you could be on there and you're just watching. All right, cool, bet I'll take on that job. All right, cool, bet I'll take on that job. All right, cool, $2,000 for the day. All right, cool, I'll take on that job. Those are the three. Those are the three WhatsApp groups that we have going on. What's up, man? I'll go for it. Yo, partner, I muted you before, so you're on mute right now. So go ahead and unmute yourself.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, you're good.
another thing, I don't know if I've seen these questions again. You know, some of you guys might say, "Hey, look, man, why are you guys constantly looking for people and shit? I mean, if the market is so close and you got 530 truckers and shit, I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody out here has made so much money, they're absolute dog shit. They are dog shit because they are spoiled rotten. I got drivers right now doing $4,000 to $5,000 a week, and they're coming to me, "Hey, bro, can I get a higher percentage?" And I'm like, you know, dog, I put myself in a position to give you 15 to 20,000 a month, and you're not happy as a fucking driver, dog. And then they're like, "Hey, can you pay for my housing?" You're making as much as a fucking doctor, dog. Who the fuck are you,
Oh,
man?
I do want to say something. I do want to say something. So you
Oh
brought up an
man,
important.
bro, spoiled.
You brought up a pretty important point. So this isn't about like what we're like selling you guys. Housing. A lot of people ask like, oh fuck, like I don't live in North Dakota. If I want to go out there and start this business, like how do I find a place? Are there places out there? So this business is geared for outside help. The majority of the people here in the Bakken don't live here. You're talking. There's people from all over the country, all over the world if you really want to talk about it. I know people from Russia. I know people from Africa. I know people from South America that like, literally all came into this giant melting pot. So this area is designed for people that aren't here. So companies like, for example, like water, like well, if you're an owner operator, like you have to go on your own dime. But like, bro, there's cheap housing out here. Literally, like so I don't live here full time. This is just work for me. But I have an apartment here that I literally pay 900 fucking bucks a month, and it's everything you need. Got shower, fridge, microwave, oven, so whole 9 yards. So it's not like you got to drop major cash to live out here. But as an owner operator, but most companies provide company housing. So if you come to drive for a company, they will give you literally like, for example, like when we used to do this for our drivers, but we pay them too much right now. So like not too much right now. We just pay them a lot of money. We won't pay them too much. We pay them a lot of money. So therefore, we're like, housing's on you. But before we used to, take care of our company driver housing. So literally, we had like a 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom trailer with a split concept, and literally like we threw our guys in there, didn't charge them a dime. And that's what companies do out here. They will literally give you guys a place to live because they want to make sure they have their employee that's going to go out there and make them fucking racks. So this area is designed for people to be able to live here and work here that aren't from here. That was a really important thing for me to kind of get past.
Well, I wanted to break something, guys. All right, you got to understand these days, like, because when you come out here and start making a bunch of money, let's say you have 100 grand in your bank, 200,000 in your bank. I see a lot of guys come out here and they start stacking away, and they start to get lazy and they lose their vision, or they didn't have big enough goals, or whatever it is. And out here, it's almost like pulling teeth. When I call somebody at 2 a.m. to come handle a job that they're gonna have to sit on, they'll be like, "Oh, hey," because they know that I'm gonna call because the oil field has had a down market in the last 2 years, so a lot of people have left. They've either retired, quit, died, made too much money. They're ready to get out of here, or they fucked off so much money they couldn't keep payments going when the down market kind of turned, and it's almost like a spring cleaning got rid of a lot of people. So we're here left with the bunch that have money and they're not really trying to grind. So the way we do things and how much work we get for our people, bro, it's like pulling teeth to get them to go out there to a new operation and go handle shit at 2, 12 a.m., things like that. And you might think to yourself, like, bro, for 2 racks, I'm gonna do whatever for a little 12-hour shift. Like I'm telling you, you're gonna come out here and you're gonna see people that are like, no, I'm day shift only. Sometimes I have a guy on day shift for 3, 4 days, and then all of a sudden I'm like, "Hey, you're gonna have to do it 24, and then we're gonna have to be on night shift." Oh no, I don't like night shift, bro. For this type of money, you're gonna say you don't like night shift? What the fuck is your deal? Most of America doesn't touch a quarter of what you're getting, and you're gonna talk about shift you want, bro. It's just come and get it, however it gets. I am now 5 years later. 15 million in, not like in my bank account, but 15 million gross revenue in, and I'm still willing to wake up at 2 in the morning to the phone call and get shit fucking working. I don't still say no. I'm hoping that most of you that come out here can help me keep succeeding and taking market share from all the people that don't deserve it and help me swap out the Bakken. There is about 300 to 400 people out here that don't deserve this money. And I know that might be fucked up to say, like, oh man, you're gonna fuck up somebody else's livelihood. Hey, out with the old, in with the new. That's what I'm trying to do, and I really hope that some of you are such sharks that you can help me with my dream. I help the oil companies with their dream. Their dream is to punch for billions of dollars. I'm helping them make millions upon millions of dollars worth of operations go. That's my dream. It helps them with their dream. I need you guys to come out here and help me with my dream. Take 40 to 70% of the market share because I would like to do it way further than money. This is past money now, guys, for me. There's something legendary that we're doing out here, and I hope when you guys come out here that you'll be able to witness it, but not just witness it, but you'll be able to be a part of it. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's actually I was gonna like touch on something like that, but I do want to expand on what my partner said. So obviously, yes, we do have a financial motive behind what we're pushing right now, but at the same time, we do have a goal that's much larger than money. Okay, our goal with this program that we put together is to basically give guys a way for them to completely embody our mentality, to completely embody everything that we know about this market and how to move. And our philosophy and what we're thinking is if we can get 100, 200, 300 people out here that have just completely understand what we understand, there's nothing that we can't do. You're talking about if we could have 200 to 300 hitters out here that completely bought into our philosophy, we could have just such an outstanding because like you have to think. Most of you guys won't be on our, you guys won't get to the point where you have your own MSA. It's a very difficult thing to do. I mean, some of you guys will, but we have the direct master service agreement with oil companies, so therefore guys subcontract under us. So if I got like 50 or 60 people out here, or 100 people out here, or 200 people out here that kind of embody this program, well, they're gonna have company men that fuck with them. They're gonna be running their own operations. They're gonna have their own work. They're gonna have a fuck ton of trucks. They're gonna have, like be some solid individuals. And every one that came off here off of our word, once they start succeeding, we can use them on our giant chessboard. Like for example, let's say you lock in a 24-hour rig and you got 3 trucks day shift, 3 trucks night shift, and then you're locking it down. You don't have the MSA. Well, now I understand. All right, cool. You're holding it down over there. How about you start billing through me? I'll give you a discount on my percentage. You guys are collecting more money, but now I have that work.
Yeah,
So now,
because
like,
most people charge 15 to 18% when we charge like 12%. But if we say, hey, bro, we'll go ahead and give you a 5% deal on it, we'll go ahead and do that. You're basically making an extra $3,000 to $6,000. Extra $3,000 to $6,000 per unit is worth it for you. Sometimes an extra 8 grand. If you're actually 3, 6, 7, 8, yeah, about an extra $8,000. Like we make stupid money off of our percentages, but that just will help you keep doing what you're doing, and it just cuts you into our circle. So
so yeah, guys.
there's thousands of spider webs of this motive that we've got going on because out here in the Bakken, for whatever reason, if you can dream it, you can fucking have it. It's crazy. For all you crazy people, you hear me talk. There's nobody else on the fucking internet doing shit like this, talking like this. There's a reason. I'm not jacked up on drugs. I'm not a fucking lunatic. I'm just letting you know. Like, it is unbelievable that I can think of some type of market and a new market in a multi-billion-dollar market, and it just within a month or two, it starts working.
Yes.
Every idea my partner and I have done has worked. I have not failed yet. It doesn't make sense. It's crazy.
It is
It's
crazy,
crazy.
guys. Like, fuck, we have 4 oil field businesses. It
Well,
ain't
we're
easy.
starting our fifth.
So
We're
yes, but I
starting our
do. I
fifth.
listen, guys. I do see that we got 60 questions in the chat. I got like two
Okay,
or three
okay.
more
Sorry,
slides.
sorry. I get crazy, guys. I'm sorry. I get carried
Yeah, bro.
away. I apologize.
We're at the end. We're at
All
the
right,
end,
yeah,
guys.
we're
All right.
finally at the end. Let's go ahead and let's get to the question.
So
Let's
yeah,
go.
I do want to. We're just gonna fucking mom through it. There's no guarantees. All right, just because you fucking buy the program doesn't mean you're gonna be successful. If you apply everything that I'm talking about for long enough, yes, you guys will make it. But the majority of the people that they're on here, they make 1 or 2 phone calls, they don't get an opportunity, and they quit. So if you're that type of person, this ain't gonna work for you. But if you're a real hustler, is really down to put in the effort, you're good. Another thing, I guess this isn't important, but
Yeah, just skip through it, bro.
yeah, skip that.
Everybody's got like they're laced up, like bro, they're
At least, yeah.
laced up.
But I do
Let's
want to
just get
say,
to the
but
questions.
no, this is important. You guys have to understand that there are a lot of there are a lot of oil fields in America, but the market that we are in, and the most lucrative market, is North Dakota. So if you're not willing to come here to build your business and then one day leave, this isn't for you because you can't do this over the phone from the beginning. You have to be able to get here and know what to do and put in some here in North Dakota. You have to understand that. You guys have to understand. You guys have to be cool with cold temperatures. All right, it gets negative weather out here. I'm talking about negative 30, negative 40. It gets cold. It's not that bad. I'm a boy from Florida, bro. I've been in heat my entire life. But you have to understand, you have to be cool with temperament weather. You got to be cool going out when it's cold. You have to be cool that working in the rain. You have to be cool working in the heat. You got to be cool working in the mud. And oh, not just that, dog. It's 24/7, 365. Now you can take days off, but when you're building your business, you got to make sure to have your feet grounded and just completely grind out. Because you don't want to go home for 2 weeks, especially when you're first coming up and starting your business. You don't want to go home for 2 weeks and then there's a giant opportunity popping up. And that 2 weeks that you went home could have locked you in a customer that could have paid you out millions of dollars a year. Just because you weren't in North Dakota at that time, ready for the opportunity. So yes, down the line when it becomes a hands-off business, yes, that's when you chill a little bit. That's when you take your feet off the brakes. But when you're grinding out, you're here and you're dedicated and you're working every single day. 12, 14, 16, 18-hour shifts. That's like how you surpass everyone as quickly as possible. You have to understand that. I want the expectations to be understood because I don't want people to come out here and I don't want you guys to be like, damn, bro, this is a lot of work. And I didn't give you guys a true understanding of what that is. You guys have to understand this. It's a big decision. And you guys have to understand what you're getting yourself into. All right. Not just that, this is a 24/7 on call business, meaning that, especially when I was an owner operator coming up, bro, I didn't miss one phone call and I didn't turn down one job. If it was 2 in the morning, I'm out to work. If I just worked a 16-hour shift, passed out for 3 hours, dispatch called me, they need me to run another 4 or 5, I'm out to the field. I've been in situations where literally, bro, I just got off of a 16, 18-hour shift. I went to the gas station, got my pizza, got my fucking my soda for the day, came home, I was on the couch watching TV, exhausted, ready to eat my food. Phone rings, they're like, yo, we need you. I literally put that pizza down, I turned that TV off, my boots were on, and within 10 minutes I was out the door. That's the type of business is, but at the same time, if you really want to make the money we're talking about, that's what you got to do. All right. When I first started, it doesn't matter what I had to do. All I had was just my mind on the goal, and everything else came second to that. So the weather didn't matter, the schedule didn't matter, the condition didn't matter. My only goal was money. So therefore, like if you guys have to understand that you guys have to have some type of the same mentality because it is not easy. You got to deal with a lot, but like it's not free, guys. I mean, making money is that yeah, it takes work. So yeah, that's important. This isn't for everyone. All right. Boom. This is the price. This is what we're charging, guys. 39.97 is what like the entire package is. All right. The reason this package right there is because I mean, for an individual to go from nothing to $30,000 a month within 30 days and then building a fleet that could make them $500,000 a year, that's valuable. All right. That price might be for a lot of people, not for me. I'd fucking pay that all day. Because if I first started in this business and I had something like this, it would have cut my learning curve from 5 years to 1 year. It would have cut my mistakes from hundreds of thousands of dollars to maybe a couple thousand. So yes, guys, that's what it is. So yeah, and not just that, we have financing options. There's a lot of people that damn dog, I've never had that in my bank account my entire life. Yes, you can finance it across like 12 to 24 months, only a couple $100 a month, not a big deal. So yes, that's kind of like everything we have going on. This really doesn't matter. I mean, I guess this is like some salesman bullshit, Like 1 year from now, you'll either be doing your trucking or you'll be here in the oil fields. But yes, like I said, guys, this is what we have going on. So I will get into Q&A. I will start reading all the questions. I'm waiting for my partner right now. 1 second. I'm gonna just go ahead and stop sharing. Boom. Yeah. So 1 second, guys. Let me just get a bottle of water. Let me get a drink, and then we'll go into Q&A. Or like my partner's here right now, so he could just take over Q&A. And yo, Bruce
Yeah,
Lutton,
yeah. Tell me.
can you see? Do you have the ability to access the messages?
Yes, I do. So I'll get started on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab water and like what's it called?
All right. Can I unmute? Yeah. Let's see. Where is all the questions?
Hold up. So check this out. Yeah. Let us get through the questions that are here in this chat, and then you guys get unmuted. We're just gonna fucking go through it real quick, and then after that, we can start going having the back and forth with people. So just
All
like
right.
give
How
us
many?
like,
Hey, how
10
many
minutes.
questions do you see? Because I'm not getting access to all the questions. What's up?
They're all right there, Doug. Just scroll up, scroll up.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll up, but it's all right. I mean, there's only a few here. What,
There's a
like,
lot more. There's a lot. I know it doesn't seem like a lot when you scroll quickly, but it's all there. Trust.
no, it ain't all here. But yeah, if you don't want to fucking listen to me, what do you think I'm a retard? I'm telling you, but whatever.
All right,
All
all
right,
right.
cool. I'll just answer what I've got, but I'm letting
What's
you
the
know
first
you're gonna
question
have
you
to
see at the
jump in.
top?
How do we become a company driver through you guys?
Okay, now
Is it, is,
no,
exactly.
you're right. All right, fuck it.
No, exactly. So I mean, drink your fucking water, but everybody's got real
No, I got
questions
you.
and they got a life to get back to.
Hey, chill the fuck out. All right.
All
Hey,
right, okay, okay.
how do you have or do you have to have a CDL? Yes, you do have to have to have a CDL in order to be in this trucking business. Are you wearing masks because of legal issues? Not because of legal issues, just because. So understand this, guys.
Fuck yeah, it could be legal issues. Are you kidding me? It could be major legal issues, man. We're giving out all this fucking free
Yo, can
I
content.
know,
you
but
kick
that's not the
this
same
idiot
reason.
out, man? Kick him out. Kick this guy out.
Hello?
Yo,
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, so no, it's not legal issues. The reason why we wear a mask is because this is a very tight knit industry. We do a lot of big numbers out here. We don't want to be in a position where a superintendent or a company man comes across our YouTube videos or Instagram, doesn't like it for any reason, and then we just lose out on a $2 million customer. Not just that, the oil field has very, very strict stipulations on social media platforms and filming, and they frown down upon it. I could literally be in a position where if someone knew our identity that was a major customer, we could literally be exiled, and that one customer that makes us $3 to $4 million a year can go to nothing. So yes, it is very serious when you're operating at the level that we're operating at, and that's why we have to wear masks. Um, can someone come as a driver first and bring a truck down later? Yes, that's what we recommend. We don't recommend anyone starting off as an owner operator. We recommend driving first to get your experience. It doesn't take a long time, maybe a couple weeks, and that's it. And then you're off to the races. Do I have to be an owner operator? Like I said, no, you don't have to be an owner operator. What if we just got our CDL? When I first started in this business, this was my first hauling position. Like water hauling is the first thing I've ever done. I've never done anything besides water hauling in my entire life when it comes to
This
driving.
kid didn't even fucking mow a lawn and he's never waited a table. This lucky fuck. But yeah, he was a complete dumbass.
Yes.
Complete dumbass. When we were in our first truck, this
Yo,
dumb motherfucker told me, he was like, hey man, does this thing have suspension? He had a CDL and he didn't even know what really suspension was. It's insane, bro. Like,
yo, partner.
yeah.
I'm gonna just get through these questions really quickly, just so we can like get everyone off mute and
Okay.
we can start talking.
Okay.
So, how much experience do you need? I already said you don't need experience. Can I drive with 2 violations on clearinghouse and get hired? Yes, you can. Um, how do they go about BRC? I don't know about what BRC. If you want to maybe explain what BRC is, and then I'll get back to it. Would relocation be required? Yes. What certifications do I need? They're in the course. Never even drove for a company. That's fine. Like I said, I started in this game like without any experience. Me and you both, and don't want these companies don't have give a shit about. Okay, it doesn't matter. You guys hiring or what is the live all about or the live all about? I guess these are earlier. So yeah, I mean we hire, but not like off this. I'll just experience people that are here in the Bakken from our network. Coming up, trying. This is Sebastian. Can a driver with 2 violations? Yes. What certifications do you need? Already talked about that. What's the different if you wait 4 or 5 years? Don't know what that means. You have to take a safety class to get in. Yes, there are certain safety certifications you need. How consistent is it in ND? I'm in West Texas oil field. It's very consistent. Like I said, my trucks run every single day. If you don't know how to operate, you're not going to work. If you know how to move, you are. That's the difference. The trucks have pumps. Yes, trucks have pumps. We run wet kits and side mounts. I prefer the side mount, manual or automatic truck. I prefer manual. You could run automatic, but it's a lot better to run manuals. Doesn't matter for the pay per day. Sign me up. 3 years experience, ready to go. That's what's up. No experienced drivers. So no, experienced drivers are what you're looking for. Yes, true. Oh, that's what's up, bro. Thanks. Next steps. Already talked about that. What certifications do you need? Already talked about that. Do you have to have your own truck? No. Let's go. How do we sign up and start driving? Oh yeah. So like, what's the next step? All right, you guys are gonna wonder, like, what's the next step after this call? everyone's going to get a link to be able to talk to us one-on-one, where we could actually like go through your situation to see if this is actually something that would like, it works for everyone, but see if this is something that you guys want to do, and we could like actually hear your situation and then kind of guide you through the process. So yes, at the end of this, everyone's going to get a link to be able to book a one-on-one call, so we could actually get a little bit more intimate on like the conversation of what we have going on. So yes. Do you have a list of brokers? Yes, that's one of the things that we have in the course, a list of everything in the Bakken. So where do we start? Already talked about that. Are you guys hiring? I'm looking to change my life. Do you have a truck connect out there? Yes. Even like that Bakken load board that we talked about, no matter what you need for like, if you need semi trucks, no matter what it is, you guys can get it for the low. I saw a winch truck with a scissor neck, which is like a $400,000 setup for 10 grand on there. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, we just saw that on the WhatsApp group. Somebody posted it. I mean, it's a little beat up. It's old, but no,
A $400,000 piece of equipment for 10 grand? Fuck you.
I mean, the person's old as fuck, and he's just trying to get off this shit
Yeah.
at this point.
Also, good experience holding. I have a small warrant. Could I handle that before coming? Honestly, the oil field doesn't care about your criminal background. Like I said, my partner has 10 felonies, been in and out of prison. Would this be for men only? Yeah, women. There are women that run out here too. You know, as long as you're cool with everything I talked about, then like it don't matter if you're white, black, Asian. Doesn't matter if you're a man. Doesn't matter if you're a female. I also say a lot of black men have talked to me like, yo, do they discriminate out there? I know it's like kind of like a country area. Listen, guys, it don't matter. Yes, if you're black coming out here, I highly recommend that you integrate into the society. And what I mean by that, like, let's say you're a thug with grills, don't come out here with grills, because no matter what industry you're in, you want to look professional, and grills is not professional. Talking gangster isn't professional. Even if you're like on more of the southern area, if you have a really, really super country accent with a country, like we have to be professional. It doesn't matter who you are, what your skin tone is, it doesn't matter if you're male, it doesn't matter what your background is, you have to be professional. Like you're working in an office. Same shit. I don't recommend oil, just because it's like the margins aren't there. It's a lot harder to get into. How do you hire about 30 years, no experience, new owner after 30, no experience, new owner operator? Sorry, one second. Going to get in for 3 years. I feel like I'm in a rush. Is there a deadline? There is no deadline to get into the Bakken. The Bakken's always going to be here. I will say that. So yeah, there's no deadline. You can do this whenever you feel like it. You know, the faster the better though. You know, at the end of the day, like you're losing money every month by not being out here, because now that you know this information, every month that you're not an owner operator and every single month that you're not a fleet, you're losing out on 30, 40, 50, $60,000 that you could have had in your account that you don't because you didn't act upon that information. Is it easy to broker water hauling as well? No, it's not. We did it though, so I mean, we do it, so it's possible. Where do owner operators go wrong starting out besides new trucks? Oh, that's actually a good question. Where do owner operators go wrong? There's many ways an owner operator will go wrong. The main things is not understanding how the game works and how to truly communicate with everyone properly. Not understanding the hierarchy in the oil field and who to keep in high regards and who not to keep in high regards. Not knowing who to call and who to lease up under. Not knowing the proper questions to be able to ask these water hauling companies to see if they're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for them. There's quite a few things. There's quite a few places where someone could go wrong as a new owner operator, kind of navigating everything blind. How do we become company drivers through you guys? So like I said, we're not hiring company drivers off the internet. We just hire out here in the network. If you guys came out here, you guys would find out who we were. And then if you guys were a badass, we would hire you. But we're not going to hire you guys off the internet. Texas only, North Dakota is too cold for me. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. Okay, bro, how much money? We got money in here. Or at least willing to invest. Yes. I already talked about how much money. What y'all contacts? 20 years experience, I'm down. Oh yeah. Like I said, everyone's gonna get a book call link after this. How do we get private calls with you? Already talked about that. 16 hours of me sitting in dope. All right, can I mute? A lot of people left. Worked in the Bakken. I got fucked up and caught 4 months before it was shut down. Was getting there some trying to keep me. We're taking on owner operators, yes, but not off the internet. Want to work, sign me up. Sorry guys, I'm almost through all these chats. All right, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yes, very soon. Like literally, I got like 7 more to go, and I'm gonna open it up to everyone. I just want to get through this before we start talking. Can I sleep in the Walmart parking lot? That's what we did. How much is the average weekly gross for owner operators? I already said 1960 a day is what we're typically doing. How much is the weekly rental for a trailer? So typically, trailer rent's around $1,500 a month for the trailer. You don't have to own the trailer. What types of trailers do you need? So I definitely recommend triple axle 165 barrel trailers. Doesn't matter if it's an Ace or a Dragon. Doesn't matter what it is. I just suggest at least a triple axle, at least a 165, and you're going to be good. Yes, I understand. Success story. Yes, success stories from people that I paid for the program. This program is relatively new, so like it's not like we've had quite a few sales, but no one's like been out here in the oil field just yet, just because they're still going through the program. But I have testimonies from my YouTube channel of a lot of people that are out here making the money that we're talking about. So yes, I do have testimonies from actual students. No, not yet. Authority, you don't need your own authority. I already talked about tankers. Why no owner operators off the net if you have experience? Because we have enough owner operators with who is in here in our network. And at the same time, well, yes, if you're an owner operator and you're here in the oil field already and you have a truck and you know how to water haul, yes, you could lease on. But like for someone that is coming off the internet that's brand new that doesn't know about the business, I'm sorry, no.
I mean, dog, we have that one guy, bro. He went through the course, bro, and he's pretty damn good, and we're taking him on. It's possible, guys.
Dog, I'm talking about not on off of this webinar.
Oh yeah, fuck no.
Okay, so hey, stop typing in the chat. Let me just get through it, and then we're gonna like let everyone go off unmute. How much do you need to have to get started successfully? I would say so. I started like cheap. I started with 22 grand, and that's like what I needed to buy my truck and like my truck trailer and all that. So if like you don't have much money, you can still work, but like the right way to do it is like if you don't have a truck, I'd say like 30 to $40,000, and that's like the 20 grand goes to the truck, and then like another $5,000 or $6,000 to like fluids, hoses, fittings, the trailer rental, and then that gives you another like $10,000 in operating costs for fuel, maintenance, and your personal bills. Layoff time
Yeah,
in the
but
winter. Layoff time, no layoff time. In the winter, it's super busy because you have a bunch of salt water that needs hauled in fracs. In the summer, you have a bunch of dust control and containment work. Throughout every single period, it's always busy. I worked out there before with experience, just looking to lease on, Peck and ready. That's what's up, man. Book a call. All right, guys, go for it. Go off mute. We can start talking. I got through all the questions, and yeah, man, let's get through it. Yo,
yeah,
Dark Knight, this is what's going on, guys. I just want to say, Old Road, bro, I've been following you for about like 2 weeks, man. I just want to say, I really appreciate the knowledge that you're giving out. I just want to say one thing, man. You made a comment about the whole racism thing, bro. I'm a black guy. I've never took you for a racist or anything like that. So I just want to say you don't have to put that forward. You know what I mean? When you start your educational shit, you know what I mean? Well, do you want to know what?
we have some people.
No. I totally understand.
Yeah.
Bro. But I'm from Texas, bro. You know what I mean? So you don't got to do that. You know what I mean? Like I got you, bro. I'm willing to spend the money with you. I'm willing to invest. I'm willing to do all that. I've been following you for about 2 weeks now. I followed you from a guy that's in the oil field that you did an interview with. You know what I mean? So
that's what's up.
let's kill that. You know what I'm saying? It's not about black. It's about money. About at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
That's the right mentality to have. I agree. Dark Knight. I've had some people that called me, and they said, "Hey, look, man, like, how is it like me being black, dude? Like, how are they gonna treat me and stuff?"
I got you.
So like, you know, I try to put that in there so people understand, like, bro, yeah, I know it's like a whitewashed area, so I'm trying to help some of those people that do have that in their mind.
I'm from the South, brother, so you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, if people feel that way, that's an insecurity within them. You know what I mean?
True.
No, bro. Bro, listen. As somebody who's black from Alabama, from Coleman, there's a lot of people that worry about that still to this day. You got to take that into consideration. It's not about their innocence. It's not about their
Dark Knight, I
insecurity.
do appreciate that.
It's a good appreciation. I get what your mindset
my brother from Alabama. My brother from Alabama. Let me continue speaking real quick.
Mindset. Hold on. Let me finish. I get that's your mindset, and I feel the exact same way. But also, I cannot disregard or ignore how somebody else feels. That's a good question, especially how certain people feel about how things are going on in the United States. We always got to worry about something. And the race thing matters because there's a lot of black people that do want to get into trucking, and they're afraid that they're going to be in these situations. So they have a right to ask, and they got a right to feel. You just got to respect it.
I do. Time out. I do want to get the conversation off race, though. Great points. Well, let's move forward. Okay, so I just wanted to get that off real quick. But
Go ahead.
you guys did a very thorough job. My thing was I start school on the 1st. That's when I'm going into CDL school. So I just wanted to know how fast, as far as me getting my CDL, how fast can I get in with you guys?
As soon as you
far
get
as-
out of CDL school, you need to be getting your first job in the oil field, like I did, straight out of oil field, straight out of CDL school.
With you guys or without you guys?
Nah, we want to
whatever
put
you
you
wanna
to
do.
companies that can. Go ahead, Josh.
I said whatever, like not hired on with us. We're not taking on drivers, but
Okay.
like with us or without us, that's the first step, dog. Getting the job.
Just a CDL job, period.
Doesn't even have to be a CDL job. If
Okay,
you get a
just a
CDL
job.
job, better. But like the first step is getting out here in the market and having eyes on everything. If you can get a CDL job first, you're gonna make more money and it's gonna be way better. But if you can't get a CDL job for whatever reason because you have a difficult time navigating the market,
No,
even if you
I'm fine with getting a CDL job. I have nothing on my record.
Yeah.
I'm a clean guy.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
That's
I'm just
what's up.
now. I just turned 31. I'm just now getting my CDL. I'm just now about to start my CDL school. You know what I mean? And I already had a company. Exxon reach out to me. I got an interview in 2 weeks with them. Just being on a foreman, but I told them I was going to CDL school, and I told them I was going to come out after I got my CDL. You know what I mean?
so whatever job you get, bro, get it. Like,
So I'll tell you guys. Hey, I'll tell you guys this. I didn't tell you this at all. I really don't tell anybody about this part. But when I came out here and I was sleeping in that parking lot and I was calling a bunch of people that didn't want to take me on fresh from CDL school and not knowing anything about
Bro, I'm
water
sleeping in the parking lot too.
I
I just want to let you know too. You know
Well,
what I
there you
mean?
go. So, but
So
let me tell
hey,
you this. Let me tell you this. When I came out here, I actually got a job with a workover rig for 2 weeks. For
yeah,
2 weeks, I got a job with a workover rig while I was still making calls. And then somebody called me and said, "Hey, come jump in my truck." So I was like, I'm gonna stay my
for
cleats in
sure.
the field no matter what, because you got me
Yes, sir.
fucked up if I'm gonna leave and I'm already out here. So that's
Yes,
something for
sir.
you to know. Something for
Hey,
you to
I
know.
respect it. I respect it.
Yes.
And then one more question. Just one more question. So after I pay that 4,000, I'm ready to go one on one with you guys.
Oh yeah, 100%. But yeah,
We didn't pay 4,000.
Okay, bet. I'm paying that 4,000.
yeah.
I don't care what you're saying over there.
Yeah, someone's
I'm
watching
paying
the
that
background like,
4,000.
man,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Dark God's paying that 4,000.
you're getting this
get
dude
a-
caught.
Hey,
You're getting this dude
um,
caught up with his wife, dog. Hush, hush,
hey,
hush, hush.
hey, on Brick Road, bro. Bro,
Before you
lock me
do
in.
that,
But time out,
make
time out.
that phone call. Before
Hey,
you do that, you need that
Yo,
one-on-one
listen, bro.
phone
Yeah,
call.
after
so we
this,
can
after
talk
this
to you
call,
about it.
everyone's gonna get a link for like a
Okay.
one-on-one call. We can actually talk. All right.
Don't
I
buy
do
a
hey,
fucking. Don't
I've been
press
on
a
this live
button
since 7 o'clock on the
until you
dot.
call me.
I'm about to go handle my business. I
No,
got a
do your
screen.
thing, dog.
I've been screen recording everything just to let y'all guys
All
know.
right.
But like I said, I respect everything y'all guys got going. I really appreciate the knowledge y'all been putting out. Just lock me in because I'm paying that money, and then I want to be one of the first guys y'all get on one-on-one call with. You know what I
We'll
mean?
see you, man. Go handle you. Go handle you.
All right.
We'll see you.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Hey, iPhone 13 Pro Max. It's all good, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Say, bro, I just want
so-
to say I salute the knowledge that y'all giving from your experience, and I'm like the second guy. Everybody doesn't feel that way. You feel what I'm saying? And from him saying that he just got his license, lets me know, he's a lot unexperienced more in life too as well. He's not. These are things you're gonna encounter in life, and you got people who actually want to know got those questions and want to know them. It's real life. It's real life.
And I will tell you, a lot of the people up here are from different walks of life, but the people who are controlling things, they are a certain type of genre. We're not all that way. You can hear the way I speak. I'm not part of that genre, and that's what I want to tell you guys too is that I came from a different world. I don't hunt, I don't fish, I don't golf. All right, not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but usually, hey, I'm just saying, usually those are the people who get all the work though. I'm coming out. I don't even relate with. We're not the same fit, but I'm getting work. So I want you guys to know that even if you ain't part of that type of clique, because it was real clicky when I first got out there. But what me and my partner did, we broke that the fuck up now. And when you guys come out here, you're gonna see that we did something that the Bakken is like, damn, bro, we're willing to take anybody now. It's not clicky because it was clicky, and I was pissed, dog. I was fucking pissed. I was like, fuck these boys, bro. They think they're part of the cool table. Guess who's not part of the cool table now? Them motherfuckers ain't working because we took every bit of that market share from them, bro. I'm telling you, it's exciting.
But no, I do want to say one thing. So oil field does discriminate, but it's not a race thing. Oh well.
This is where the discrimination is. It's between laziness and hard working.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck
The
yeah.
discrimination is between the lazies and the work ethic. So if you're on
Hey, man,
location, dog,
that's
I'm
exactly what it is.
I'm coming from sandboxes and
green flag, green flag.
hobbies. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I've been doing
And
the same.
what's your
game for a minute.
question? Do you have a question? Like, are you trying to like find a way? Like, hey, look, you know, an edge.
Well, mine, I was really trying to hold back for the personal because my life is pretty much like yours. I done faced 2 life sentences. I got 5 felonies. You know what I'm saying? And right now, I lost my truck to dealing with Loves. Don't get on me. I let Love do some shit to my truck, and I lost my transmission and my clutch. So I'm dealing with a lawsuit with them, but I'm trying to get my foot back in. I went out there trying to deal with some Russians, and they put something on my license. And so now I'm just trying to. I'm an oil field man. You know, naturally, I'm gonna grind hard. I'm gonna sleep out there. That's just me. So I'm just trying to get my foot back in the game.
I mean, at least you have the attitude for it. There's some people that are like, hey, you know, so how much do I got to pay to be able to start making this money? And I'm like, no. It is an attitude thing. It's you got to be like out here and shit. You heard everything we said, but I do appreciate that. Remember what I said, please. Before you guys touch a fucking button, I don't want to know you unless you talk to me first, so I can ask you about these personal things. I can ask you about these personal things, so I could give you what I would do in my position with my knowledge, but with your situation.
Yeah.
We don't
exactly.
We don't even allow people to buy the course unless they talk to us because I don't want to fucking like have someone to buy this, drop all that money. It's like not for them. So yeah, like the next step is like the one-on-one call, and then like that's when we really find out if like this is for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I'll go for it. Is there anything else you want to know? What's up?
Daniel, what's up, man?
Yo,
You've been
what's
looking
up?
at us crazy. You've been
Nah,
looking at us crazy this whole time.
I'm charging my phone. Nah, listen, I heavy haul right now, so I'm in the union out here. I'm from Jersey, but a buddy of mine, Anthony, got me linked in with you guys. So I think I'm just it is what it is. I got a family, but you know I'm gonna move out there and I'm gonna do what I need to do. I got my tanker endorsement, all that hazmat experience, so you know it's pretty much just putting in the footwork. You know. That's it. So that's why I kept asking like the private call because like yeah, everybody's got their own questions, but literally, when can I move out there? You know, how do I get involved with your networking so I can get a job, save money, and get
Here,
you
let me
know.
show you guys actually right now too. Let me just show you because I don't really show many people. I want you to see what's that number say. That's 500 and what is that? 39 people, and this is what it looks like. So in here, we talk to each other, bro. This is months and months of talking to each other about. You saw tires right there, trucks for sale. Hey, I need this, I need that, I need that, bro. We talk to each other all day long in this thing. I could scroll for fucking weeks.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what you get entered into. That alone right there, guys, should make you guys. That alone.
And
Gives you the
being my
whole
license is
oil
from
field.
Jersey though, like I got
No, it
an
don't matter.
accident. I got an accident and 2 violations. Not in a commercial vehicle though. It's in my personal
No,
vehicle.
it doesn't matter. All those things. I got people out here with DUIs. We got people out here
Oh,
that
all
have
right,
done
then I'm good.
clearinghouse.
Then I'm
They've
good.
done
I'm good.
clearinghouse, but you have to like go on ChatGPT first off and say, hey, with this, what is my insurance going to be? Some people are willing to pay that extra insurance. So I had a guy that come. I don't know what he had on his license, but I remember the insurance was a lot higher. But I make so much money hiring them, and I fuck with them, and all they do, it don't even matter. He's like, hey, take it out of my check, and I was like, no, don't worry about it. Like
No,
that
I
shit
just
don't
want to
matter.
make sure I could get a job with a company. You know, obviously I would have to pay like doing my own business and my own trucks. But I'm saying if I were to move
Yeah.
out there, would it be a problem getting
We
in?
make enough money that there's people that'll do it. Yeah, bigger companies might be like, hey man, we don't feel like doing that because we got 50, 60 of you motherfuckers. But there's like when you get that list, you get so many owner operators that have 3, 4 trucks. They want to deal with you. They want to deal
Yeah,
with someone
yeah,
that's hungry.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are you really about doing 16, 18-hour shifts? Do you want to make $4,000 or
Hell yeah,
$5,000 a
this
week?
shit's
Like that's
all
what they
day
want.
long,
Those
all
big
day long.
companies won't allow you to do 20 hours though. They
Yeah,
just
12
won't.
hours and done.
Yeah. See, we run no DOT and shit. All of us owner operators, we don't have
Yeah,
DOT.
so
Those big
you don't
companies,
have the 11 hour
no,
11 hour max. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
man. I've been pulled over so many times they don't ask me for my logs because I'm like local exemption, dog. I tell them
yeah,
they're like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
we can't do a DOT inspection then. I'm like, yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Because
Let me
there's
go.
kids out here, who are 17 years old with no CDL hauling hay for the farmers, and the reservation is neighboring us. You can't
Yeah,
choke out the reservation with regulations. Try them Indians. They're gonna be like, yeah,
yeah,
you got me
yeah.
fucked up. My reparations are still not paid.
Correct.
So Yeah, no, that's how that goes.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
oil break. Did you jump off or some shit? What do you got going on?
No, I'm dispatching. I'm sending people to the wells.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take care of that. Anybody else have any questions and shit?
I
I
got
know I
I
kept
got a
off.
question. I was a little
Yeah,
late.
Alex, tell me.
Yeah, so just a little. I'm gonna give you a super quick background. Like I'm on a six
Yeah.
right now, 55 cent a mile, 6,000 mile run this week. So I'm trying to stop doing stuff like that, and get to the oil field.
Dude, what the fuck does that even look like?
Wild,
Bro,
wild.
look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Hollywood to Pennsylvania. I'm about to be in New Jersey back to Santa Barbara, California.
Woo!
Dude,
You
you're
feel me?
doing 800 miles a day, bro?
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro,
Bro.
I need it right now, and I'm only
So
about to
you guys are the type of people I tell you like that we
get.
need, bro.
Yeah,
We need, because I'm telling you, Leonidas couldn't do what he did without the 300.
yeah,
People
Facts.
don't get that out here.
facts.
A lot of these
Facts.
trucking companies, I told you they try to give you 22%. The owner operators are the only ones that are willing to give you 30% of the profits. That's why you make so much with the owner operators as a driver. But the big
Yeah,
companies, they like to say, no, 22%,
Yeah.
25%. And in 5 years, we'll bunch of you up 1%. It's like, dog, get fucking from around here, dog.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
so,
Yep.
so, and this is why I have this cockiness too. The other day, I had somebody call me and they're like, "Hey, I just came out of a safety meeting with Wisco. Wisco's like got banks that back them up. They have like big oil companies that they're like involved with. They're a huge conglomerate. They said they brought me and my partner's company up twice, saying, "Hey, we got to do something around here differently because we got these companies coming in taking basically our market share." And I'm
yeah.
like, "Damn,
Well,
dog, that's crazy." That's crazy. They fired us 4 years ago, dog. That's crazy. I could come back and I could uppercut them motherfuckers, bro. They got banks behind them. I got zero investors because
keep the
all I
mask
do
on.
is holding the steering wheel. Keep going, keep going,
Y'all
keep
hard
going.
work. Yeah, y'all hard
Keep
work.
it's the
Mask on.
mentality. Guys, it's the
That's,
mentality.
yep.
When you get on
Yep.
that course and you hear me fucking yap, you're gonna be like, damn, dog. So I need you guys to come in and just help me with a weird ass legendary vision, I guess.
Yeah,
That's it. But if I make the millions I want to make, the tens of millions, I'm telling you, I'm gonna make you guys millions. I'm telling you, I'm gonna make you millions. I can't make my tens of millions if you ain't
without.
touching shit
Yep.
like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
I can't. I mean, Walmart did it. I mean, Publix did it. Piggly Wigglies did it. Yeah, but it's different out here. If you ever watch
Yeah,
Fight Club, that's what we
yeah.
got going on right now.
Okay.
I just showed you the group. 530 feet. I got 530 feet. That's my shit. How the
And
fuck do I have the respect to have that many motherfuckers down?
That's
I'm
what's up.
telling you, we're doing different shit.
yeah,
No, I fuck with them, but I don't really fuck with them because a lot of these people, yeah, there's a lot of mechanics on there I fuck with and shit, but a lot of the truckers, they're lazy, though. They're lazy,
yeah.
you know? So what's up? Anybody else got a question? You guys are going to get on the phone calls. Like I said, we're going to get personal.
Yeah,
You don't
okay.
need to tell nobody about your shit. But this is important. When you do come out here and you do get a job, which I'll tell you on the phone call too, do not tell anybody, including me. Fuck me. Don't tell anybody you want to be an owner operator. You need to come out here and say, "Hey, I want a career." And we script everything, by the way, for you guys to call, like with like no knowledge. After you go through the course, you're going to be brushed up, but we script it. But you want to make sure not to tell them that you want to become an owner operator and their competition. You need to make everyone think, and it's not slimy. It's just you're just being discreet about your own life. That's okay.
I'm looking for
It's
a
okay to be
home, a
selfish.
career
Yeah,
with you.
Exactly.
yeah.
Right.
Hey, I'm looking, and they'll be like, "Oh fuck yeah, I got a
Those are the
slave."
magic
Yeah,
words.
come through, and we're
Yep.
gonna set them all up
I'm
and
looking
stuff.
for a home with you guys.
Now
Yep.
listen, as long
Yup,
as you do,
Daniel, we need lifers.
yeah,
Lifers. We don't
as
want
long
we
as
don't
you
want
do
anybody
them
to
right,
be
as
operators.
long as you do them right and you do a good job with them, when you leave, like they can't be salty. Now, understand the oil field is like a laundry machine of people getting fired here, coming over here, quitting over here because it's better inside. It's normal for
Yeah,
people when you come out here. It's normal for people to say, "Yeah, I've been with like 20 different companies in the last 3 or 4 years." It's like, what
Yep.
the fuck? Because other companies are giving so many incentives. Hey, over here, we pay $300 a day in per diem all of a sudden. Oh shit, fuck this job. I'm gonna go over there because I'm getting paid 400 or 500 for the day plus the $300 just for fucking being with them. Or they'll say, hey, we got $5,000 bonuses over here. Oh shit, it's crazy. It's
yeah,
crazy. It's crazy, guys.
Yeah.
That's so don't worry about like stiffing somebody after 2 months because I expect every single one of you guys within 2 to 3 months to be holding your own steering wheel. I told you, I got an $8,000 1994 Volvo though. $8,000.
Oh
That
yeah.
bitch runs circles. It runs circles around Pete's.
What about a
Tell me I ain't lying.
2016 Freightliner?
2007 or earlier.
A 1994
Yeah,
N14
bullshit.
shitty ass Volvo running circles 3.5 years later.
What
I
about
love
a 2016 Freightliner Cascadia?
I mean, yeah, any truck you bring out, I say don't have depth. You're gonna get
Yeah,
screwed up
fuck
in the
that.
wintertime. I
Yup.
say try to stay away from automatics because automatics, like when I drop my training, because I've been through like 3 or 4 trainings in the last few years. When you drop a tranny, right? You want to only pay $6,000 to put another 13 speed in there. If you have an automatic, that's an extra $12,000 to $15,000. Like, come on, bro.
Yup.
Come
On
on.
a rebuild too. That's
And I got
terrible.
10 speed. I got mad 10 speeds, bro. It's not like you have to have an engine.
Yeah,
Got 18
I
speeds.
got it.
Yeah, I got that's what I got 10.
I got a 10-speed 2016 Freightliner Cascadia. I was over the road, man. I done had 5
Okay.
trucks, man. COVID had me up
Oh,
for
no
a
shit.
second. Yeah, COVID right
Okay,
after
okay.
22, I ended up losing it, man. But I still got my
I
truck. I
heard a
still
lot
got
of
one.
people after 22 be losing
Yeah,
shit. What's the
yeah.
story with that?
The,
Why? Is
the rates went down.
Oh,
So
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay,
I
okay,
had a
okay.
run
Yeah, I
from
forgot.
Ohio to VA.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
I
paying me over
forgot. The rates were
$3 a
stupid
mile.
high. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So it went down to like 90 some cents, you know what I'm saying? So I had to let drivers go, get rid of trucks. I still got one piece of
Yeah.
equipment. I've been thinking about this shit, man. So I'm definitely get with y'all. See what we can do.
Yeah, like I said, we're gonna personalize this for probably the next
Yes.
200, but like after that, dog, I'm gonna have to let it go, you know? Like, so it's just a movement right now. That's all. And yeah, don't get pissed off in 3, 4 months when you come back and it's 10 racks. I can't have 20,000 people coming out here. I
Yeah,
gotta just
Facts.
fuck with the team. This is my thing. If you
Come
want
on.
to do this and you want to give it 30 people, go for it. But for me, I have like something different, man. It's a different thing. So don't get pissed off at me, but just know you could come out here and do it on your own, fellas.
Come on.
I ain't no genius, dog. I
yeah.
ain't no. I feel like one out there, but I ain't no genius, dog. I had D's and F's, man. D's and F's. I'm glad my dad's finally proud of me. Great. I had daddy and mommy issues or whatever, but I'm no genius, dog.
Yo,
It's cool.
South Florida. Where's South Florida? Palm Beach County? What?
Well, I was born in Dade.
Oh, all right, all
My
right. I did
brother, I think
5
he was
years
born
out
in
in
Dade.
Jupiter. I got my brothers out there right now too. He's
You,
in
you
West
know,
Palm.
you know what's funny? I got a home in Hope Sound right now, dog.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
up.
Right,
That's dope.
literally like 20 minutes from where
Yep.
you at. That's
I mean,
crazy.
I'm not there. I'm Jersey. My brother's out there, but I was
Okay,
in
okay.
Jupiter for 5 years. So
No, man, and I hope a lot of you guys. Let me say this too: when you guys get to the point where you do have 100, 200, 300 grand in the bank, dog, understand like properties and things like that is fun to put your
investments.
money into. You know,
Yes.
it's just a thought. Listen, I want to buy a Lambo so bad. I'm just like, dog, I don't want to celebrate too early. I don't want to celebrate too early because I don't want to be that dude that's like 45 again, like saying, fuck, I lost it all. I got to do this again. Right. And
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
trying to
where
rank
I'm
on
at right
nobody
now.
45. I'm not trying to rank on nobody 45, but dog, I'm trying to learn, bro. I'm
Yeah.
trying to learn from all these dipshit kids, all these little pump rappers, all these people that had all this money and they burn it. It's like, damn, bro, you got people that like have families trying to support and you're burning money like that. There's people out in different countries that don't even get water.
Facts.
You
I
ain't
know
never
kids.
lied, bro. You got to put that money up. That money is not yours.
Yeah.
It is the company's, man. That's
Dog, we're
one of
lucky.
the things I learned, man. Properties and investments, man. Put the money up.
Yes.
None,
Yes.
Not
everybody
properties
on
for
this
money.
call,
Not
if you
not
into
not
trucking or
properties for
trying to get
profit.
into trucking, you
Yeah.
need to put that money up. It's not yours.
Yeah, I'm not talking about properties or investments for like profit and returns, really. It's just to be able to hold your money at the value of the market.
Facts.
Like
Yep.
I came out here to get my
Collateral.
investment money so I can go park my money. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yep.
we're gonna also be teaching you guys how to like write off shit. So this year we had to write off like, I don't know, 200, 250 racks, right? So that when we bought all those tankers, like this is game, bro. When we bought all those tankers, dog, we literally wrote off 180 grand and now each tanker $40,000 a month each for the next 5 years. Like we get to write that off and keep it. Uncle Sam don't get it
Yo,
now.
what do you guys think
And
about
then when we
like
got those
putting
tankers, check
your
it out,
business in
real
a
quick.
trust and stuff?
When we got those tankers, we
Go ahead,
also
shoot your
are able
second,
to rent
Daniel.
them out. We're also able to rent them out for money. So I was able to not give it to Uncle Sam, and now I'm making money with the motherfuckers. And then in 5 years, I'm gonna go to the auction and say, here, give me whatever. Bam.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there's all these ways to do it, guys.
Yeah.
You have to get your cleats out in the fucking field because we're
Yeah.
making touchdowns out here, and for the next 3 years, it is going to be touchdown central. I'm trying to. You'll never forget me if you don't come out here. You'll never, because when I got told this, I'm going to let you know the story of it. I was that little rig hand, and like I was a rig hand for a flowback company before I got that CDL for about a month. This is another thing I don't tell you guys. I had this dude that kept saying, "Hey man, I know a way to make money. I know a way to make money." I was like, "Whatever," because I was doing like barbering and hairdressing. And I was doing this. I was like, "Bro, I'm just out here to buy this machine for hairstyling and stuff. It was something stupid." Anyways, he kept bothering me, and I was like, "All right, bro, fucking sell me." Fucking sell me then. And I sat back and he's like, bro, we could buy a semi truck for $10,000 and we could do about 50 racks a month. And I was like, 10 grand. And I put my phone on Craigslist because at the time it was Craigslist. And I found the truck for 11 grand. And I was like, damn, dog. And then he said, go to Pad. Well, next time you go to Pad, ask those truckers how much they're making. So I went to Pad because I was working and I asked him, I was like, how much is this truck making, sir? And he's like, well, we're billing about 140 an hour. And I was like, but you've been here for 24 hours. And he's like, yeah. And I did the numbers, bro. I was blasted. I was blasted. I was like, this guy has like 3 fingers, 3 fucking fingers. I was blasted. Ever since then, dog, I could not forget. It's been in my fucking head, though.
The numbers has been stuck there, huh?
Bro, I was like, damn, if I multiply and I do this and I do that, yeah, there's a lot of business expenses we weren't thinking about, but bro, you'll never forget this conversation. I'm telling y'all, and it's gonna eat at you. So you might as well just try it for a couple months. You might as well, and then move on to the next thing if it didn't work.
The
I'm just
union
saying.
will be here when I get back if it don't work.
Yeah, bro. You're gonna work hard no matter what you do. You might as well get paid
Yeah.
right for it. You might as well
Exactly.
get paid right for it, people.
Yep.
Does,
Yo, what
does
do you
anybody
guys
have any
think
other
about
questions?
the putting your business name like in a trust? Like we can go over that in a private call and stuff like that.
Yeah. But
So I've heard things about it. You know, I haven't personally done it myself, but I think
Okay.
that is something that we're gonna do in the future because I don't want to be in a position where we have all this money in the bank and then I get sued for any reason and then they come after
And
my assets. So yeah,
yes,
it's
yes,
very important for asset protection to be able to get to that
yes.
point. I just haven't done it myself, so therefore I don't have much to talk about. But I know that's the next move.
Got you. Okay.
What time do your calls start tomorrow morning now, Central Time?
Our calls are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's like the time slot Monday through Friday.
Okay, so I was just on your site. I couldn't see the slot for the actual time. I just saw the where you could bring up Central Time, but I didn't see a place to punch in for actual time slot. So is that on the site that I missed it or what?
No. So like
Where's the
after
link?
after this call, you get an automatic email with a way to book the call. So like you can't book the call on the site. You have to go through this, and then after this call, you guys get an email that'll shout your way with a place to be able to schedule a call.
Yo,
Okay,
real
well, some
quick.
email came in and I answered it and didn't find it. Okay, I'll look for the next one, I guess. All right.
Yo, real quick.
It'll
A
be,
friend of mine sent me the link that you sent him, so I don't think you guys have my information. So how do I get that to you guys?
you'll get an email after this, or your
How?
friend.
You don't have an email, like my email. Like I guess he forwarded like the message you guys sent him to me, so I don't think like I'm logged in
Well,
unless it's through Zoom.
yeah. It's we'll have all the information on Zoom, like the Zoom calls. Like it tracks everyone's like information, and then from there.
Got you. All right, cool.
But check this out. Write this down.
Hold
So
on.
if for any reason anyone doesn't get a link for some crazy reason, you could email me at mentor. I'll put the email in the chat, but it's mentor@oilbrickroad.com. mentor@oilbrickroad.com. I just put in the chat. So yes, you could go ahead and email me there if you don't get a link. And if you don't get the link within 10 minutes, like that, don't hit me up. But just if you don't get a link within like the next, like if by tomorrow morning you don't have a way to book a call with us, then email me.
Got you.
And yeah, it's in the chat, my email right there. Yup. So what's up, guys? Any more questions? Or we kind of like went through the majority of the information. I guess, yeah, man. I guess from here it's just booking the call, Doug. Booking the call, get on one-on-one with us. We'll see if this is cool for you guys or if it's not. You know, like I said, I don't want to sell something to someone that isn't going to use it. Therefore, I want to make sure to really like screen everyone on that call to be sure that like no one's going to be wasting money here. You know.
Hey, we can't start that tomorrow because we got so many operations, bro. We got to make sure to get them done.
We'll figure it out. I'll see what we
All
got.
right, man. Look forward to
Yeah,
talking
man.
to you.
Fellas, I appreciate
Hey, I
it, man.
fuck with y'all.
Have a good night,
fuck
bro.
with
You
Have
guys
a
have a
good
great
night.
day, man.
See you
Thank you
soon.
very much for tuning in.
I'll be talking
All
soon,
right.
guys.
Thanks for having us. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
See ya.